Yeah, I just skipped the day. I just skipped the day. Today is the elimination battle. I trust that your preparations went smoothly. I turn toward the voice coming from behind me. He wears the clothes of a priest, which in the end only makes his snide tongue more jarring. Yeah, that's Kotamine for you. Come to the first floor when ready. You can do something trifling, like stop by the commissary first, or if needed. Apparently finished, he opens the door and lets himself out. In preparation for the elimination battle, I should go to the chapel in the commissary. Or I can go to my personal room, sort my information on the enemy servant. And then once that's in order, I'll go to where Kotamine is. The fact that on the day there's no music in the corridors. Alright, let's review the information we have. Dan Blackmore. Our opponent this time is a veteran soldier. Since I could never hope to match up to decades of experience in a week, he's clearly got an advantage. I'm the inferior master, but when it comes to servants, his servant's class is... That day in the arena, the servant fired a poison arrow at me. That kind of precise marksmanship was enough to tell me the enemy's class is archer. It's also clear that said shot served as some kind of bond between master and servant. Or severed some kind of bond. Dan forbid his servant to use his bow to fire poison arrows. That bow is his noble phantasm called... The name of the noble phantasm that Dan forbid his servant to use was... the U-bow. Name of servant's unerring bow is the U-bow. After Archer wielded it in the prep period, Dan utilised a command shield to disable its further use, telling him to fight fairly. Fighting face to face with honour and pride. Seeing how Archer fought so differently in life, of course he doesn't get his master's values. The girl who helped me deduce that was the sky-gazing beauty from the third floor, Rani. With the remains of Archer's arrow, she showed me the forest he held dear. The name of that forest was the Sherwood Forest. Right, it was Sherwood Forest, and there was only one legendary soul who was active there, Robin Hood. There's zero doubt as the enemy archer's true name. Even with his true name, and taking into account the discord between master and servant, can I win? Our servants are pretty evenly matched, so if I can step up my game as a master... Woman, I'm trying. Woman, I'm trying. Do we even have any SP points left? I don't think we do. Where do I check? Also. There you go, true name, Robin Hood. Yeah. Yeah, Robin boy. I have no skill points left. Okay, cool. What I might require though... I thought I had one that gets rid of poison and stuff. I'm certain I picked that one that got rid of poison. Huh. Huh. Alright, well. There's nothing I'm missing, is there? I did the thing. No, I think that's... No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Oh, that sounds fun. This sounds like a fun place to be. You will now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I will open the gate. The way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. I wish you the best of luck and hope that you will return. Remember, it's kill or be killed. Hey guys, you right? I admire that the man is made of stone, however statues make poor conversation partners. Hey servant, you look like a clown, so put on a little show for us. Let us see your tricks or hear a poem. What's the point of talking to someone who's about to jump into their grave? Although, I'm about ready to chew my arm off and get away from the Crumpy here. The guy doesn't even fart without a purpose. I've given up on trying to make small talk with him. Hey enemy master, why don't you try talking to Grumple Stiltskin over here? Oh, okay. There is no why in war. Once one enters the battlefield, the only fight to achieve is their objective. Yeah, the only fight to achieve their objective. A soldier does not need cannot have a reason to fight. That is how things were when I was a soldier. And though my life has changed much since that time, I never needed a why. Don't you hate it when you're right? Like I said, the guy's a steel trap. Thanks for trying to pry him open. I can respect the pride and experience of a veteran army general. He is a fine opponent. In fact, I sympathise with such a prestigious man for being saddled with an impish legendary soul. Are you of honourable origins? Because your master cuts a better figure as a servant than you. I wish. My master's so straight-laced that an atypical legendary soul like me gets tied up in knots. I'll let you in on a little secret. Not all of us legendary souls were noble in life. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that because the bloody, oh yeah, game, because it's visual. You can count as a game, I guess. But yeah, like the original Fate Stay Night, it had fucking Gilgamesh. He's not honourable. He was after he became a king, like a good king afterwards. But at the start, he wasn't that noble. He was kind of a dick, especially in Fate Stay Night. There's also what's his name? Gills in Fate Zero. Listen, that guy's fucked up. That guy is fucked up. Straight. That guy is messed up to some mad degree. Like, there's Avenger, for God's sake. Have you seen Avenger? Have you seen Avenger? His entire existence is that of unnobility. He is sin incarnate. And he is a servant. That would be boring. Oh, and on that note, careful you don't get nailed from behind again. Heroes do not necessarily need to be noble, but their lives must be brimming with glory and beauty. At any rate, you seem to be an archer assassin. I have experience with conducting assassination, yeah, and also being subject to it as well. But my master is not cut for such methods. Besides, this is war, not politics. What's this domestic strife I'm sensing over there? You don't care for surprise attacks, Master? How far is too far? No foul play, no dirty tricks? Yeah, depends. That's the spirit. A clever person can turn anything into a weapon. This is going to be a good fight. Don't get carried away, Archer. You call that getting carried away, Master? You're plundering our enemies for entertainment, right? Before the battle. Yes, that is excessive. Ding, correct. If you don't like it, then go put on a helmet to match that Cheyenne armor and drown out the sound. But I want to talk to our enemies. Why don't you listen in? Learn what the kids these days are into. Because if you got any more ancient, then you'd have to be put in a museum. Your poorly phrased advice is duly noted, but mutual understanding will come on the battlefield. You have no idea how to have fun. For all this killing, a guy's got to unwind. A bowstring that's wound too tight snaps, isn't that right? I have nothing against having fun. Right? Life's hella hard, and then you die. If you don't enjoy yourself, then you'll just die miserable. Alright, Robin's fun. Will you never gain the proper attitude to fight? Lighten up, Master. Things would be so much easier for us if you just accepted life has funny parts. I'd go on the on that unfended back of yours. That's how an archer should fight. You have to be nimble on my feet. Chivalry and ideology are all stiff and will just slow me down. Listen, Archer. You will fight as I direct. Yeah, not again. Fine, I get it. Your wish is my command. That's my master for you. He can't keep his chivalry in his pants, even when a kid like you was around. Alright. I just wish you understood that not everyone can take pride in their lives. A sudden rumbling snaps me out my spell. Yeah, it sounds like the spell of my opponent's words had put me under. We are at the battlefield. The time to fight a warrior of unparalleled determination has come. Let's go, Archer. The time has come to embrace the battlefield once again. Okay, let's see how this goes. You said it. It's all about time that we gave this snooty princess her just desserts. Princess? Did you just call me a princess? You won't leave this place alive. That's the Empress to you. I am a grown woman. I hold you accountable if my master addresses me as a princess. I'm calling her a princess. Anytime I get the option, I'm doing it. Oh, that's the part of you I found. Yeah, that's the part you found offensive. Aren't you a little too gung ho about your master? Quiet, you! How dare you insinuate something when I am not resolved on the matter myself? Okay. Okay, I like Robin Hood. I like him. He's good. Just okay. Oh, that's right. My master's mediocre in both performance and appearance. Wow! Wow! Fuck you, bitch! Though I suppose my master's efforts up to this point deserve praise. To see a commoner rise against the mighty sets my To see a commoner rise against the mighty sets my heart racing. My master is out of your master's league. Your master is already as good as dead. Because my master, in spite of his lack of experience, works so hard and looks adorable trying. That's great. Throughout all this time, Saber's just been sitting there like, oh, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he thinks he's good. Oh, he thinks he can try. He's doing his best. How adorable. Alright. You may think my master is a chick. With me by his side, my master will grow to a big strong bird. You see, if I was a female character, this would have a completely different meaning, because chicks and birds in England just means woman. But your master, dying raven, do you even have the strength to fly? Your insight is keen. I hear you were a tyrant in life. I like how he just knows. I like how he just knows my servant's identity. I don't, but he has no information to go off apart from the words she says. And he's just like, yeah, I know who you are. Fuck you. And he's not even going to say her name. He's going to be like, yeah, I know who you are. Your insight is keen. I hear you were a tyrant in life, but I see you deserve to be a legendary soul. Don't be so humble, master. You've got a wish too. No one has the right to scoff at that. Shut your trap, Saber, unless you want me to nail your tongue to the floor with an arrow. I'm relieved by your words. Beneath your impotence, you care for your master as deeply as I care for mine. Whenever you're ready, Hunter, I will raise your Sherwood forest. Okay, but when? That's nice and all, but when do I get my noble phantasm? It would be nice. It would be nice if that was subtitled. I'm gonna be real with you. It would. Maybe. Thank God I guarded that. Thank God I guarded that. Ooh. Ooh, okay. He's going to use a skill, which means I don't believe anything I do can win out against that. So, you know, because I haven't fought servants enough, I don't know if I use a skill against him, will we both do our skills? It's worth an attempt. It's worth an attempt, I'd say. Then... yeah, okay, so we're getting rid of that. Yeah, so we're getting rid of that. 3 breaks and a code cast. Fuck it. I am happy with that round. That was a good round. Okay, another skill. That's probably... That is probably the poison again. Because if Faint Grand Order is like straight up faithful, then his Noble Phantasm will do extra damage if I'm poisoned, so he'd want to get me poisoned before he does his Noble Phantasm. That's only if it's faithful though, it might not be, I don't know. So... Yeah, he ain't getting his Noble Phantasm off. I ain't letting none of them get their Noble Phantasms off. Oh! 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 Oh, okay. So that skill just makes it so all of his things win. That skill just makes it so all of his moves win. Oh! Okay. That's a skill. That's a skill that no matter what, all of his things win. Because there was not even the attempt of like, ah, no, you put up a fight for this one. It's just like, nah, it went through. It went through regardless. That's... Ooh. That's not good. He starts with guard a lot, I've noticed though. Ooh! What is that? What is that? What is that symbol? What is that symbol? Alright, well we're just gonna... What is... What the fuck is that? Look at that! Look at that! I'm fucking blocking whatever that is, I don't care. Woo! Alright, okay, well here's his noble phantasm. Oh. Oh, that was damage. That was damage. I also noticed that it didn't get rid of that. I didn't oh, okay, well. Oh. Oh, that's why. Alright. Oh, that's why. Okay. No, you know what? The heal is more important. I'll unpoison her afterwards. But I need to get her health up. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So that could be good, but I don't know if he's going to be guarding much. I'll do it just in case. But I don't think he's going to be guarding this turn. Okay, he's guarding at least twice. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. Did that do no damage because I was guarding or because I wasn't poisoned? Did I do no damage because I was guarding or because I was poisoned? I don't know. He always starts with guard. I don't think he's ever not started with guard. Kill him! Kill him! Yes! Oh, this. Oh, okay. Alright. Listen, sir. None of that poison bullshit. None of that poison bullshit in my house. We deal the enemy a finishing blow. It feels like I'm watching in slow motion as Archer's chest is impaled. Dan Blackmore looked dazed. He's staring at Saber as if my servant is some divine being. My master has more ability and more determination than you. So how? Pure luck. No, Archer, it seems I still lack experience. I doubted myself too greatly for this tournament. It seems having a reason to fight is not the same as truly believing in that reason. I never doubted my desire to be a warrior, but that life has given me regrets. I wanted the Holy Grail to bring back my late wife. What a silly delusion. My whole life I praised myself for giving up my individual feelings and aspirations like a good soldier. Only at the very end did I dare to have my own goals and decide to abandon military life. I can't believe I was trying to fight just a man. It was foolish of me to pit my pride as a knight against my feelings as a person. So foolish. If I just wanted to get back what I had lost before the end. But I wonder which one I wished for, my late wife or the person I was before I became a warrior. The elderly knight falls in silence. Both he and his servant start to disintegrate. But I'm surprised in you. When you unleash your final attack, you had no doubt in yourself. Even though you can't describe what it is yet, there is something that gives you a purpose. My wish, a wish to bring back the dead, was nothing to boast about. Though your trials are many, keep living, young one. Your struggles will still your determination. Now, I apologise that you have to see me like this, but I am at peace in my defeat. Because, for the first time, I am the ground for which a youth with a bright future might grow. His final smile was beaming. Dan Blackmore's face was no longer stern, but kind and grandfatherly. I'm sorry, Master. I knew I wasn't cut out for a fair fight. You needed someone better than a charlatan like me. I'm so sorry. Another servant wouldn't have failed you like I did. Well, like I have. No, I'm the one to blame, Archer. Restricting your actions was selfish and damaging to your dignity. Bit late for that now, Master. You have no idea the torment you've been putting me through. Why are you apologising anyway? You're making me sound like a moron here. And why do you care about me? Whether we win or lose, I still vanish in the end. I mean, I did have a wish of my own, but I was more interested in having a good time. Gotta tell you, it's been rather boring to fight for you, Master. There's something else to apologise to you for. A warrior's pride must have held no value for you. As long as I don't have to do it every day, it's a decent change of pace. Boring as it's been, playing knight was a healthy thing for me to try, you know? Well, although I was never given a chance, I always wanted to try being a badass knight. Dan's archer looked down as if in embarrassment. He mumbled under his breath, as if he doesn't want us to hear. So, really, don't apologise. We had a good run, and it's nothing to feel ashamed about. Jeez, I didn't even think I'd be able to pull off a single battle in this stupid tournament. In life, I had everything I wanted. Wealth, fame, friendship, success, but a fair fight was the one thing I never had. So, it's okay. I finally did something I was never able to do. Like he said, it was the end. Moments later, he vanished. He looked at peace. He lived his life in the shadows, protecting his village without acknowledgement. In his final moments, it seemed that he had found a way to get beyond the bitterness he felt. I'm sorry. Thank you, Archer. Harkino. Could I trouble you to listen to the dying words of an old man? From here on out, no matter what enemy you may encounter, or who you may have to defeat, feel it, think about it, process it, accept your doubts, but don't be crippled by them. Above all, accept the consequences of your actions, and turn all you learn into feel into strength. If you wait until the end to think, you'll end up with regrets. And if possible, I'd like you to get meaning from your battles. Through combat, find the reason to fight, and the reason you can't lose. Find your answers. It's your responsibility to have the answers when you survive this war. Do you understand, Rising Star? Don't forget. Finally, I'll be able to see her again. It's been too long, An. He whispers a woman's name. It is spoken in a hopeful tone. With his answer warm in his heart, Dan Blackmore disappears. Yes, I said An instead of Anne because I'm stuck in Japanese mode rather than actual English. Because, yeah. Predator, your growth is lacking, and you have yet to use my power to its fullest. The last master was disgraceful. But this master was a seasoned warrior. Even though you emerged victorious from battle with his servant, you are still growing. However, truly, it is not as if nothing was gained. I have seen the look of a warrior pass over your face. Even though Saber's criticism is harsh, her praise is sweet. I don't know what the look of a warrior is, but if I've changed. Dan, was it? Did you happen to gain any impression from fighting him? I see. If you believe as such, it is all well and good. I will see what you have or have not gained in the fight to come. The next battle, right. There's the third round, and then a fourth, and so on. I'm still kind of lost. But if that's the path before me, then I owe it to the lives lost so far to keep fighting. Right or wrong, that's one way to think about things. Yeah, we done, boys. And now we've learned everything else. Everything has now been updated completely. a king without form who, according to Celtic tradition, appears in the May Day festival that follows the festival of Beltane. He is also seen as a personification of nature who used copious amounts of green and brown in his clothing in order to completely blend in with his surroundings. Just one of the many young men to take up the title. What? Wait. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What? What? Okay. One of the men to take up the title. This particular incarnation was a virtual outcast, living on the fringes of the village, located in a spot where his parents had died. Almost against his will, he was caught up in a battle to rebel and attack by a nearby lord's army, and successful led those who fought by his side to victory. As he never identified himself during the course of the fight, he was referred to as the mythical Green Man by the villagers who he helped save. The only child of a wandering druid, he was orphaned at a very young age when both his parents died suddenly. As the son of a druid, he instinctively knew how to survive in the forest and was able to communicate with the spirits known as fairies. It was this ability that made him an outcast in his village, as the villagers were suspicious of his powers and accused him of being possessed. Although the villagers held no love for him, nor he for them, he felt obligated to help them in any way he could. With his success against the tyranny of the local lords to spur him on, and the hopes and wishes of the villagers pinned to his deeds, he took up the bow and mantle and became the latest incarnation of Robin Hood. And like those who came before him, he dressed in clothes of Lincoln Green, armed himself with a bow of yew, and surrendered his identity and true self for the good of others. However, no good deed goes unpunished, and the villagers quickly turned on him in the hopes of channeling the anger of the local nobility away from themselves and onto this mysterious rogue who rampaged through the forest, claiming that they had no knowledge of who he was, nor did they ever claim to be thankful for his help in preserving their village. Even though the people he vowed to help turned on him, he continued to protect and assist them from the shadows. With every poisoning, every ambush, his reputation as a coward and criminal grew, despite his honourable intentions. After 2 years of almost constant fighting, he was eventually betrayed and assassinated by one of the local lords whose ire he had raised. It was this young man who fought so that others could lead a quiet life that he had dreamed of, that joined the ranks of the legendary souls found worthy to fight in the Holy Grail Wars. Okay. I never actually read your one either. Francis Drake. Sir Francis Drake is generally considered the first person to successfully circumnavigate the globe. The first person known to have attempted this feat, Ferdinand Magellan, was killed halfway through the voyage. Though a male in life, Francis Drake has materialised in Fate Extra as a woman. Yeah, because reasons. Because waifus and titties, I guess. During the time of Francis Drake, England was considered to be a second-rate power with no real influence beyond its borders, and no colonies worth overseas. It was primarily due to his voyages and success on the high seas that gave rise to the British Empire. A combination of wealth he brought to the country and the detailed maps he provided while circumnavigating the globe allowed Britain to assemble a fleet that rivaled even that of Spain's. An oft-mentioned aspect of Drake's mythos is that his ship, the Golden Hind, not only was it the flagship of Drake's fleet, it was seen as a symbol of hope and a source of miracles. The exploits of the Golden Hind made possible elevated Drake, known and feared by the Spanish as El Drac, to a level on par of King Arthur. Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. Both are said to dwell in Avalon, the city of the dead, and will eventually return to lead England to true glory. During what was to be a final confrontation between England and Spain's Invincible Armada, Francis Drake was commissioned as Vice Admiral in the English Navy, using an unorthodox strategy involving the use of fire ships, forcing the Spanish fleet into open water where they could be bombarded with cannon fire. Ah yeah. Ah yeah. Is this all that I left? Because then we're progressing. We'd be progressing this story.